conceptualization. Conceptualization. So what we're going to do, I'm going to give you a small piece of paper with a statement on it, and it's a citation of a famous philosopher. And I'm going to ask you to conceptualize that statement. So grab the concept that's in it, under it, behind it, any way you like it, conceptualize. Don't tell anyone about it until we reach a place, a spot, which you think is connected with the concept. And then you call us for a stop. We'll stop. Now you tell us the concept. You explain the relationship of the concept with the place, any way that you think. And each of you is allowed to ask one question to the person that calls for a stop. That's the conceptualization. Now the rule of the walk is we walk or we talk, but not at the same time, because in the philosophical tradition walking and thinking it's very difficult. Aristotle, Socrates at the market, Heidegger, there's a lot of walking in philosophy. Walking and thinking at the same time is very difficult. So also consider it as a kind of contemplation. Don't tell anyone what's on your paper until you call us for a stop. Meditate on the sentence. You might say till the concept appears to you. And at the spot that you see a connection with the concept, we call it for a stop. Then we talk. But we keep quiet during the walk. And this is also the part, but we don't need it probably in this group. When you do it with students, you have to discipline them a bit. And when you start walking and they start chatting, then you stop immediately and you ask, you know the trick, is it something important that you have to say? And if not, then we can move on. And if they keep on chatting, we don't come very far, you might say. But I expect this group not. So the walk will take about 40 minutes. Important, you are allowed only for one stop, one stop.
And one question to each.
One stop. So 40 minutes walk, you have to choose your place. It's only one time that you get the chance to say this is it.
And one question to each of speakers or one question total?
One question to each speaker. And when we're at the spot, you write down the concept at the back of this paper and the question that's being asked to you. And when we get back, we evaluate.
Oh, so we need pens with us?
Yes, please, a pencil.
Peter,
things to write, or we have enough? We need paper?
No, you can write on the back of this piece of paper.
do we say what our concept is? Sorry.
I think they understood that each one has the opportunity to ask to then another.
No. Oh, yeah.
That's what
we should correct it. Yeah. Just one question.
Oh, one question.
By one person or question by each?
No, one question by one person to the guy conceptualized.
So the first who shoots is
right.
Then we can ask as many questions as
Only
we
one?
want.
No, just one.
But one for everybody.
Yes.
One
So
for
we
all of them.
hear the person speak. I explain to the rest of the group. Yeah, so. It's a kind of the exercise, the best question. It's the best question.
Go to the same places?
No. Different places, but you just get one opportunity. Just one opportunity. And in order to explain, and there is just one question allowed. So from the group. I don't know if it was clear.
And one question from the group to this.
One question.
To discuss which question we will
We don't.
ask. We don't.
You keep silent, and there you wait your moment. And if you think my question is most important at this place, you step forward and you put in your question. But then we move on.
And then should we answer the question?
No. No. So let's start distributing statements.
Hi.
Melting.
So here we got the first stop. You give us the stop sign, so please tell us your concept.
My concept is uncertainty.
Concept is uncertainty. Please tell us the relation between the concept and this place.
We are about to enter the intersection. An intersection is a place where uncertainty arises, because there are many ways to continue the way.
Okay, and now read your citation, the statement.
One's first step in wisdom is to question everything. One's last is to come to terms with everything. George, wisdom.
Again, repeat please.
One's first step in wisdom is to question everything. One's last is to come to terms with everything.
So who's got a question? One question. Please ask your question.
Why many ways mean uncertainty?
Why many ways mean uncertainty? So please write the question down. Why many ways mean uncertainty? Okay, we go on.
Ask something.
That sometimes you have to control your feelings and you have to think before you do it.
Yes? The citation, please.
It's a great thing to know the season for speech and the season for silence.
From?
For silence.
Yeah, which
From
Seneca. This is Seneca. Please repeat it.
It is a great thing to know the season for speech and the season for silence.
Who's
Stop.
concept is stop. Who's got a question? Olga?
Why your concept is stop but not begin?
Why the concept is stop, not begin?
Begin, not begin.
Begin. Yeah. Okay, let's continue. We stop.
I would like
Please tell us your concept.
order.
Concept is order. Yes, and tell us about the relationship between this place and your concept.
If you look this side of the street, you may notice that there is no order or little order. If you look this side of the street, you will notice that there is a lot of order or there is order. And science is organized knowledge, wisdom is organized life. Immanuel Kant, 1724 to 1804.
Repeat it, please.
Science is organized knowledge, wisdom is organized life.
Question, Isabel?
Can we live without order?
Can we live without order? Please write it. Yes, the concept and the question, please. Can we live without order? Okay, we continue. Stop.
Well,
Please tell us your concept.
concept hopeless.
Hopeless is the concept.
Yes.
Hopeless.
And the place is this dry tree.
Please repeat.
This dry tree. Well, it's connected with it. And statement: the irrationality of a thing is not argument against its existence, rather a condition of it. Friedrich Nietzsche. Can you
Please repeat.
please? The irrationality of a thing is no argument against its existence, rather a condition of it.
The thing.
Please repeat.
Of a thing.
The irrationality
Of a
of
thing.
of a thing. Thing.
Thing.
Object.
An object.
An object.
Thing. Repeat it in full so we can, again, please.
Read once more. Yes?
Read once more, please.
The irrationality of a thing is no argument against its existence, rather a condition of it.
A question?
What is irrational?
What is the rational?
Irrational.
What is the irrational? Okay, let's continue.
Stop.
Stop. Another stop sign. It was you. It was you. So please tell us your concept. No, please tell us your concept.
My concept is a choré, which in Greek, from what I remind, means the right moment.
Please repeat the Greek.
Kairos.
Kairos. Kairos, a right moment, is the concept. Please explain the relationship with the place.
Well, the right moment to pick the blackberry is just when it's ripe, which is the case among all others. And
Read your citation.
the quotation is, "It is a great thing to know the season for speech and the season for silence." Seneca.
Seneca. Who's got a question for Franciswa? No questions?
Nelson.
Nelson, please.
When to be silent during the speech?
When to be silent during speech? You translate? When to be silent during speech. The right moment is seducing us. Okay, let's continue. Another stop for Anne. So please tell us your concept.
Consciousness.
The concept is consciousness. Yes, please explain the relationship with this place.
It's related with this place because it's the place when I realized that any place was good for my statement.
Good, then please read us your statement. We're curious.
A thinker sees his own actions as experiments and questions as attempts to find out something. Success and failure are for him answers above all.
Friedrich Nietzsche.
Yes.
Nietzsche. So please repeat it slowly.
A thinker sees his own actions as experiments and questions as attempts to find out something. Success and failure are for him answers above all.
Out of all. Answer. Need another?
No, is it possible if problem with the pronunciation?
Yes. Read it in perfect American.
A thinker sees its own actions as experiments and questions as attempts to find out something. Success and failure are for him answers above all. That's it.
Friedrich
Again?
Nietzsche.
Friedrich Nietzsche.
Again? Read it again, please.
A thinker sees his own actions as experiments and questions as attempts to find out something. Success and failure are for him answers above all.
Nietzsche.
One more time. Question?
No. Is there... One question, please. One question.
Translations.
Is it translation?
Yeah, it's the translation.
Превыше всего.
Ahmed, you got a question?
Can failure be success?
Can failure be success? Yes, let's continue. Stop, please. Carmen, please tell us your concept.
My concept is peace,
Peace is the concept.
and text is the goal of life.
No, please first explain
Yeah.
the relationship with this place.
Here I finally can sit in peace and relax in nature, being part of nature myself. Yeah. And the text
Citation. Yeah.
citation is, the goal of life is living in agreement with nature. Zeno. Again?
Again, please.
The goal of life is living in agreement with nature. Zeno.
Zeno. Who's got a question for Carmen? There's a question.
Should life have a goal?
Should life have a goal? Please write it. Should life have a goal? Okay, let's continue. Richard, what's your concept?
It's illumination.
Illumination is the concept. Please explain.
The sun is bright here, and no clouds anymore. Should I read this?
Yes, if this is your explanation.
Yes. We have heard this one. A thinker sees his own actions as experiments and questions, as attempts to find out something. Success and failure are for him answers above all. Friedrich Nietzsche.
Do we need a repetition? We heard this one of the citation.
Well, it's Nietzsche's citation.
One more time.
Okay.
Because it's beautiful.
Okay. A thinker sees his own actions as experiments and questions, as attempts to find out something. Success and failure are for him answers above all.
Question for Richard. Carmen.
Does one need to be illuminated to see failures and success as answers to questions?
Luca, what's your concept?
My concept is harmony.
Harmony?
Yes. And I choose this place because the noise, the river, make me think about the river is running just beside us, and there is also a road that is an artificial things made by human. And this is the river, it is a natural one, and they can run one beside the other. And so this is why I think that this should be harmony. And natural and artificial things can live in harmony.
Please give us
The goal of life is living in agreement with nature. The goal of life is living in agreement with nature. Zeno.
Question.
I heard.
Question. Oscar.
Nature in agreement with itself.
Nature
Is
Is nature
in agreement with itself?
With itself. Okay, let's continue. Stop. Isabel, what's
Yes.
your concept?
Freedom!
Freedom
I
is the
choose
concept.
this particular place because I'm free to jump into the water and to disappear, but I'm free also to go back alone, to go back with you.
Freedom is the concept. Please read us.
For believe me, the secret for harvesting from existence the greatest fruitfulness and greatest enjoyment is to live dangerously. Nietzsche.
Dangerously. Repeat, please.
Yes.
Slowly. Slowly.
For believe me, the secret for harvesting from existence the greatest fruitfulness and greatest enjoyment is to live dangerously.
Dangerously. Another. We need another reading.
Yes.
Yes. Please, in your beautiful
American guy, please.
For believe me, the secret for harvesting from existence the greatest fruitfulness and greatest enjoyment is to live dangerously.
Look at where she's standing. What? A question for Isabel, please.
Not too much, please.
One question. Yes, Ahmed.
Suicidal freedom.
Suicide.
Suicide freedom.
Suicide freedom.
Thank you. Yes.
Yes. Is suicide freedom? Let's continue. Let's form a circle. And evaluate. This is the end of our walk, and I like to evaluate. I always start with reading the concepts that came up during the walk, because often they represent a nice story, and you can do several things now in the classroom. Of course, we can put these concepts up on a blackboard and ask the class to make up their story, because the order in which they appear doesn't seem to be a coincidence. We started out with uncertainty, then there was the concept of stop, order, hopeless, kairos, right moment, consciousness, followed by peace, illumination, harmony, freedom, subjectivity. Can it be a more beautiful story, you might say? So the story you made up during this walk. In evaluation, I always ask, you saw there were, you might say, early conceptualizers, there were late conceptualizers, even non-conceptualizers, I think. And so I'm curious about the process that went on. So how did you conceptualize? The most early conceptualizer, can you tell us how did you conceptualize and why at that moment?
I conceptualized when I just saw the question for the first time.
The statement, you mean?
Yes, I saw the statement, the quotation, and within just several moments I came out with the concept which fitted. And then when we started to walk, I saw the section, so I made the link between it.
Yes. And you regret it now, the place? Or because during the walk there were many more places you thought, no regret? No? And very funny also that the concept is uncertainty, and you were the first to try to conceptualize at that moment. Also, what is part of the walk, and then you got a question because you're not finished. You got rid of your concept then, But then you got to your question. Can you read your question?
Yes. Why many ways mean uncertainty?
And can you tell us, did that question work in your mind during the rest of the walk?
Yes, not only this, but yes, this also works.
How did it work?
I looked for arguments, for answers to this question, to argument this presupposition of the question. Also, I found the objections to this presupposition. So
Right.
I like the idea that it is possible to object it and to say that many ways, still there is a place for certainty, if there is many ways. So I like this idea.
Okay, they were rather late conceptualizers. I think you were
Yes,
rather late. No, Nelson was in fact, you were very late. Can you tell us something about the process of conceptualization? From the beginning of the walk, you get the statement and then we start. And
Well, to find the concept was not so difficult. I was doubting between using subjectivity or eye of the beholder. But then I went for subjectivity.
so the concept was already there very soon after you got the citation.
Yes, it was quite obvious for me.
Quite obvious.
Yeah.
And then, during the walk?
Well, first I thought of looking for something very ugly, and we passed something like, it looked like some spilled mortar, like cement. And I thought but I was too late to react to that. And then I missed another chance where I saw this klomp. I don't know, you say it in English. It's like the typical Dutch shoe and made out of wood, which they sometimes use as decoration. I thought that as well is quite something that people, how can you find that beautiful? I also missed that one. So, and then I thought maybe I have to look for something else as decoration on a house. And then, amazingly, the mirror came, and there was no doubt about it. So that's a bit the process.
So, you might say a typical process of conceptualization. You had it there, the concept, and you kept looking for a place. And why did you miss it sometimes? Like you said, you missed some places. Why? You could have called us to stop and...
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't know. Just went on. Do you regret your place?
Where I said
where
stop? Not at all, no.
Not at all.
No, so I was happy to have missed both previous ones actually. Yeah.
So maybe in someone in the middle. I think the peace concept was that was your concept, right? In the middle. Can you tell us something about the process in your mind?
Well, I cheated because I knew.
You know the place.
I knew we were going to pass that place. But yes. I thought because the issue was peace with nature, and so I thought a place where I can rest, that's peace. So I knew, we were going to pass that place, so I sit there.
But then there was the question. Can you read the question you got?
The question I got was if there is a goal in life. So, asking that.
Yeah.
But
how did that work?
not very well, because I don't. That was not what I said, but that was Zeno that said. I don't think there's a goal in life, but it was a question to Zeno, not to you.
The question.
The answer is no.
The question wasn't, is there a goal in life? The question was, should it be a goal in life?
Okay.
Should it be a goal in life?
Should there be a goal in life?
Yeah. Should peace be?
Should there be a goal in life?
Yeah.
That was your question?
No, that was my question. Should life have a goal?
So, and there were also the non-conceptualizers, I guess, eh?
Yeah.
non-conceptualizes. Can you tell us something about the process in your mind?
Well, do I say the concept to explain or no?
No, you didn't.
No, I
Gave
know,
us
but
the concept.
I didn't say, but to explain I have to say what would be the concept.
No, because you didn't give us the concept.
Okay, then
So what went on in your...
I won't tell you, but what I can tell you is I had A in mind, but every time I saw a place, I would tell you what it is and A wouldn't fit anymore. It's an impossible concept, so all I can do is wait, I don't know, for the end of the universe something, but it's not possible. Every time I would say, there it is, then it wouldn't make sense anymore, so it was like...
I say, why is it not possible?
Without saying the concept.
Yeah?
Why? Because saying there it is would show that the concept would be against the concept itself.
I know what the concept is.
What is it?
Nothingness or something like that. Nothing. What?
Please tell us the concept.
Invisible.
Invisible.
So every time I say there it is, then it would be visible.
What about the elephant?
What was the quote?
There it is.
What was the quote?
What?
The quote.
Quotation. I read it or no?
Yeah, please read it. Yeah. I gave him an impossible quotation.
Everything has its beauty, but not everyone sees it.
From what?
From Confucius.
Everyone has its
Kungtse.
beauty.
It could have been
Kungtse.
visible, not invisible.
Huh?
Your concept could be visible.
Yes, you should talk to Carmen about this because Carmen knows. But any different processes that went on in your mind during the walk? The conceptualization, please.
The conceptualization was very quick, and I decided to go by my quotation, so keep an empty mind, deciding that the kairos would show itself, and that's what it did. So I tried to remain silent until there was a time to speak. It was a method I tried to apply the method in the quotation.
Yes.
And it worked exactly like that.
Yeah. Now it was very remarkable that at the same spot there were two other people with different concepts. Yeah, there was Olga with the concept of hopeless, hopeless, and your concept of consciousness. So three different concepts. Can you explain why?
No. If somebody has the same quote as I have.
No. Different quotes.
Same place. Same place.
Same place, different
Three
concepts.
people.
So you say it's the quote that explains?
Yes.
Any other explanations?
For me, it's the time stopping at a place multiplied opportunities, and just when I went by, I saw the blackberry.
But can you explain the different concepts at the same place?
Oh, no.
No? Can you?
Maybe because I was looking for something, and when we stopped twice in the same place, I say that this is a good place, and I don't need to be looking for any other.
So it was caused by these other stops, you might say.
Or maybe it's the fact that when we walk we cannot see so much as when we stop.
But at the same place,
That's what he said. Concentrate. Because he stopped, he could see the berry.
Yes, but then at the same place there are three different concepts.
But
Can you
looking at
explain?
three different things.
Three different quotations.
And things. She was looking, I don't remember.
On the
She
dry
was looking
tree.
at berries, and she was just.
It was one of the places we stopped where there were a lot of details.
Other places where not so many details.
Yeah.
Are the concepts related?
Are the
Like
number of
where
details different
common
in
stop.
different places?
Sorry?
Are the number of details different in different places?
Yes, I'd say so.
And Ahmed says, are the concepts related? Hopeless, kairos, or the right moment, and consciousness. So is there a relation between the concepts?
Can you say them again?
Hopeless, kairos, or the right moment, and consciousness.
Consciousness. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, to perceive the kairos, you have to be conscious. If you're not, then you get desperate.
Hopeless.
Hopeless.
Yeah.
Hopeless. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's also a way to evaluate the concepts that came up. Any more remarks about the conceptualization process? Yes,
Yes.
Isabel?
You know, it was, for example, freedom. It was the first word in my mind, and
First
then
word?
I was walking and some others came out. And I look at the place, like everything can be freedom. But when we were walking, I said, I know where we're going now. And there was this term of danger in the quotation.
Yeah.
Then I thought about this place. It's for that I jumped behind the stuff and tried to make link between the danger and also freedom. It was very interesting what was coming in my mind. And when Ahmed asked the question about suicide and freedom, when I was thinking about jumping, wasn't thinking about suicide at all, you know. But I thought, yes, it's freedom, yes, it's suicide. And I came really with an answer right away. No, you know, and find something. But it was very interesting, all the process. Yes.
The intention of the walk is indeed that by keeping silent, you meditate on the citation, the concept. You have to push all the other things out of your mind, but still you have to be open to the surroundings of the walk in order to find your place. And I structured it like this: with a smaller group, we can discuss at the place, but with a bigger group also in order of the time management, you might say, and in order to continue your, let's say, meditation after the conceptualization, I put it like this. So you continue with a question that is not answered at the spot. And you can see this as a free gift, I was going to say, that you continue with your question. Yeah, you continue with your question. Yeah. But in the classroom you can also continue the exercise by writing all the questions on the blackboard and then compare the questions, because I think there are very interesting differences in the questions. Can somebody say something about their differences? If you listen to all the questions, what differences can you notice? Francis?
There are open and closed questions, for instance.
Open and closed, more?
Yes, some I think are more like personal, and some are very more general, you know. Yeah. Yes. Then it goes really from particular to more universal, I will say. Yes. Objectivity and subjectivity.
Is there a question that comes to your mind that you remember? One of the questions?
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Mine.
Yours, yeah?
Yes. Is suicide freedom?
Yeah.
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 General, you know. Yeah.
Close. Close.
Yes.
Yes or
Close?
No? Yes
yeah.
Or no.
But confronting?
At the same time, confronting and general, not for me, but...
Getting up to danger?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Any more questions that come into your mind? Hey, this was a very good question. Luca?
Yeah, my question is was a very good one. Is nature in agreement with itself?
Why was it a good question?
Well, first of all, because I never thought about it.
Made you think?
Yeah. And then, well, it makes me think.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it needs to be in agreement with yourself. You need to be conscious of yourself. And so first question to deal with is nature conscious of itself? And second, suppose that it is. Can be in disagreement? How is it showing agreement or disagreement?
Yeah.
What?
Good. So I think we never forget, you picked very fine moments, we never forget the burning sun that illuminates us at your spot.
Yeah, but I was wondering, why it took you so long to realize, to be illuminated?
Not allowed, not allowed, not allowed, not allowed. Until the stopping sign, the mirror of Nelson, beautiful places that we will remember, I think. So that's also a way to deal with students, you know, when they're studying texts. I actually ask them to come up with the idea in the text, and you can have them do a presentation in front of the classroom, but then everyone is bored and they forget it. And this way is much more fun, the exercise, to find a place where they can explain the concept. And they explain it by association or by symbolization of the concept with the place. So you see the different ways of symbolizing your concept. And then they never forget. They say, I had Descartes, and now I know at that place, you know, I had the concept of thinking or something like that. So about finally my role, you know, I don't conceptualize. My role is a bit keeping the pace so that the group stays together, which was a bit of a problem in the last phase of the walk. But the group can just concentrate on the concept, you know, they can just follow the guide, you might say. Guard the rules, which is in this group not that necessary, but sometimes you really have to guard the silence if you're working with students. And structure the discussion at the spot. You learn it very quick by repeating your concept, explain, and read your citation, question, and then we go on. So this is the exercise. Thank you all for participating.
Thank you very much.
If you
Thank you, Peter.
got any remarks, please, after the drink, you might say.
I have one suggestion.
Yes,
if you just take a picture of the place.
Of the place, yeah, it's very
concept,
good.
so then
they
can reflect.
Yeah, very good.
They can reflect this.
Yeah.
I didn't hear. What did you say?
Taking a picture of the place is also can also be a part of the exercise, and then they take the picture with them to the classroom, and you can reflect in depth the connection between that place and the concept. But so sometimes this is difficult because you might notice in the explanation people do this, you know, they say there is the river, there is the path, and then it's a bit difficult to
one side
take
of the
a picture,
street,
but
another side of the street.
Yeah.
There is the sun.
Yeah, and there's the sun. Which we can take.
There is a pity that nobody has the same quotation as me, because I want to
Yeah.
concepts.
Yeah, that's another thing. There were sometimes people having the same quotation, came out with different concepts,
yes.
and then you can compare in classroom citation concepts and deepen the conceptualization exercise, of course. Why did you choose this concept in relation to the sentence?
Some students having different quotations can come to the same.
Right.
Concept.
That's the interesting thing of the exercise, yeah. And then you can compare. Yeah.
How do you choose your quotations? Do you have a special strategy or?
Look, in classroom it's easy. They are dealing with enlightenment or Kant or something, and here for this kind of thing, I thought a bit about nature, a bit about questioning, a bit about conceptualization. So, and then I found the quotations on the quotation net here, might say. So they're a bit related to the theme of the.
I don't think you see you in the classrooms. You go outside or you?
Yeah, we go outside. Yeah.
Like in the streets.
Yeah, in the streets, in the town. They go out walking. Yeah. And usually the students do it 2 by 2. So they form couples and discuss the idea that is in their text. They read longer pieces of text, and then they go out. And they explain, and they don't mention their concept until we are at a place, and they explain to the group, and the group is allowed to ask questions. There is a discussion, and so on. Yeah.
And here is such practice as criticizing of concepts, some kind of critical thinking about text and content.
Yeah. You start it during the walk, but usually you continue it in classroom by having the quotations and the concepts, and then comparing, like he says, same concept, different quotations if they come up, but usually same quotations and different concepts.
Can you come to the decision that this concept is don't fit to this text?
If people want to talk while drinking something.
Yeah, let's drink something.